The streaming.
Ah, okay.
Haven't you got the lippy on? Oh, streaming.
Hi everyone, it's Craig here at the Havana Glasgow Film Festival, and I'm delighted tonight to be joined by Alejandro Valera, a Glaswegian Cuban filmmaker. I hope you watched some of the Van videos that Alejandro's been involved in. He's a celebrated filmmaker back in Cuba, and he's directed music videos for some of the biggest salsa artists in the country in Cuba, including Los Bamban and Emilio y La Verdad as well. And a few days ago, we watched the documentary that Alejandro made on their band as well, which was fantastic. It was called De Vuelta al Barrio, which you can watch before the end of the festival again. And tonight we're going to chat to Alejandro a little bit about the filmmaking process and what it was like to be involved with Los Bamban, who, as I'm sure most of you know, are the most celebrated musical group in Cuba, and they won a Grammy Award back in 2000, and they've been at the forefront of Cuban music for decades. So yeah, very good to see you again, Alejandro. How are you feeling tonight?
Hi everybody. For me, it's a big pleasure to be here and enjoy as a part of the Glasgow Film Festival. It's my family. It's my house. Every year I was part of this authentic Cuban and Scottish film festival. I'm really so happy with that. And today is special to me to share with the bigger Esteban Isnadi.
Hola, hello people. I mean, it's an honor for me, really. First to share with you. You are my friend, you're my brother. But I'm so pleased to be part now of this Glasgow Festival, and so proud to be in. Thank you very much.
Well, I'll just say very quickly, I'm so delighted. You know Ali well. You know he's part of our festival. You know the wonderful video clips he does. We are very honored this year, especially, that we have a premiere of Ali's latest video clips with Los Bamban, and Esteban, who's joined us here from, where was it, Geneva?
I am from Uruguay, but I am living in Geneva, Switzerland.
Yeah, Uruguay. I'd love to go to Uruguay. So we are very honored that we have Esteban here from Uruguay, that we have this exclusive, because they haven't been released yet. They're not going to be released. Alejandro told me to December. And you will see that Esteban has worked on you need to remind me, the Bambaneo, with some wonderful caricatures. And the lovely thing about today, we were talking earlier about Juan Padrón, and also with the son of Juan Padrón, Ian Padrón, and Esteban, you also worked with him. So it's a lovely symmetry. So I'm just going to leave it. I'm going to be here and leave it to you guys to converse. And but I also wanted to mention, I think a lot of you have seen the beautiful little short film that Alejandro made with Samuel Formel, Luz y Esperanza. Y recuerde, Ale, I saw it for the first time and I was like, oh my God, and I felt so emotional. It's so beautiful, and it really sums up the feeling around this moment. And so I'm very proud that Ali's connected with the festival, and very happy that you're all here to chat.
Yeah, I watched the video for the first time tonight, and what struck me with it was just not only obviously the title itself, Luz Esperanza, suggests that we should have hope for the future, and just to see someone try and process their feelings about the pandemic in musical form and their hope towards the future, and also their thankfulness towards all the medical professionals around the world that are helping people. And I think the moment that got me most was seeing that what is now regarded as an iconic image of the Cuban doctors at the foot of the stairs when they arrive in Italy to help out the Italian health service. That for me was just to see Alejandro had chosen that moment to be part of the short term, the video was fantastic and kind of summed up that, you know, wherever we are in the world, be it Cuba, be it in Glasgow, there we have to take our hats off to the medical professionals that are helping us.
Yes, thank you, Gray. Thank you, Irene. About Lion Hope, I was create this short documentary because Lion Hope is not a music video. It's not a commercial music video. It's the style is more documentary. It's more looking for the emotion, the describe this season, these moments. Honestly, I was create this project on the more sad in my life, you know. When Samuel sent me the track, Samuel and me, we are a very good connection for 10 years working with Love and Band. I never hoped that Samuel doing this track, you know. For me was a surprise, but when Samuel sent me the track, our connection, I called Samuel and I remembered this for a COVID pandemic, you know. But our intention was more to capture the everything in the world, you know. Sorry, sometimes I will be talking in Spanish, Craig. When
That's fine. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, fire ahead. That's why I'm here, Alejandro.
Sorry.
Don't be sorry. That's fine.
Samuel, cuando me envió el tema, yo cuando lo escuché pensé automáticamente, esto es un canto a la vida, esto es un canto a la... De hecho no tenía título todavía el tema, y el título se lo buscamos a partir de que yo hice el primer montaje del proyecto. Siempre pensamos en esperanza, pero la palabra luz no estaba todavía y teníamos pensado salud y esperanza. En un momento venga la esperanza, un poco parafraseando la canción de Silvio Rodríguez. Bueno, hasta que finalmente dimos con luz y esperanza. Y es eso, es un canto a la vida, es un registro del momento en que la humanidad está viviendo, y sobre todo es el reclamo mío, el reclamo de Samuel, el reclamo de todos los que vemos el clip, de que nos devuelvan el planeta, nos devuelvan la vida que teníamos. Y bueno.
Yeah, so when Samuel sent me the song and I listened to it for the first time, it really had an impact on me, and it was a song I realised even then when I heard it for the first time, it was a song about life and a celebration of life. And even at the start of it, it didn't have a title, and it was something we were looking for. And being the first project that we'd done amidst the pandemic, the word hope kept on coming towards me, this constant search for hope, and it was something I wanted to put alongside the title of the track. And also hope for Esperanza in Spanish came from is it Silvio Rodriguez?
Yes.
A song from before, so that was something that I'd looked with, and yeah, we settled on the title Luz y Esperanza, so light and hope, because yeah, for us it was more of the song itself and the video was a reclamation towards trying to figure out and searching for a return to normality and a return to having the possibility for our planet to live our lives again, not just from myself, not just from Samuel, but for everyone, hoping that we can get back to this normality at some point soon.
Y lo más importante, que fuera un reconocimiento de nosotros a todo el personal de salud del planeta, especialmente al de Cuba, producto a, bueno, todos sabemos, Cuba montó médicos en un avión y estos médicos fueron a salvar vidas fuera del país. Entonces, nada, ese momento quise registrarlo como algo especial del trabajo que hizo Cuba, amén de todo el resto. Pero bueno, es un homenaje, o sea, un homenaje, no un reconocimiento a todo el personal de salud del planeta.
And it's also important to me to say that this short film, this short documentary that we made is basically celebrating the work of health professionals across the globe, and specifically as well those who work in Cuba, because as we all know, that the strength that the medical profession that is in Cuba has, and the fact that because of this pandemic, we saw that Cuban medics were sent out to save lives. They were put on planes and sent out to other countries to save lives outside of the country. So the video that myself and Samuel done is really a kind of expression of that, of our thanks towards medical professionals, not just in Cuba, but for people across the world for their response in helping out with the pandemic.
I think it's very clear that you totally succeeded in everything that you tried to do. I think we'll probably be talking more about that in the future. It's a beautiful film. Ali, I would like to hear as well about your collaboration with Esteban in your new documentary about Bamban, and why you decided to use caricatures as part of the film, and how that came about.
For everybody, it's not a secret that the Esteban job 3 years ago or 4 years ago, Esteban, I don't remember.
I think it was 4
years ago. 4 years ago, Bamban was live concert in
Hamburg.
I was connected on Facebook, and I can see I was watching the live concert. One of my friends is live stream, and I was enjoying the concert. In the very special moment, the concert stopped, blackout and white, and one guy stopped the concert to give to every musician of Bamban some picture. And how I know about Esteban and his job, you know. The funny is that Esteban coming to Glasgow 6 years ago to do a class with Farah and Tumbao here.
No.
Yes.
Sobre qué? About what? A class?
Salsa, casino, Cuban dance.
Salsa class.
For anyone who doesn't know, Farah is Alejandro's wife, who is a salsa teacher here in Glasgow and has been for many years. So Esteban, you were here in Glasgow, and did you meet Alejandro at the time?
No, I couldn't, because today is a very special day. It's Farah's birthday.
Yes.
Farah, happy birthday!
Happy birthday,
Farah. Well,
cheers.
I just very shortly. I do 3 things. I am a salsa a dance instructor. I am a caricaturist. I am a writer and a lyricist. And I couldn't meet Alejandro this day. I was there. I was teaching with Farah, but I couldn't see Alejandro. And he's right. It's magic what happened. What Alejandro is telling you, because as a matter of fact, I was invited as a dance instructor in Hamburg, in Germany, in a festival, and Los Van Van were there, and I decided to draw in my house here, to draw the caricature of every musician, and I decided to cut the concert to give the caricature to every musician, and they didn't know that. It was a surprise. So when the public, it was about 1,000, 1,500, I don't know, people were calling again, you know, they stopped playing, the public, and they came again. Then I appeared instead of Los Van Van. I mean, the people, who's this guy? With un cartón, I don't know how to say, una caja, a box in cartón, with the caricature. When the musicians came, they were surprised, and then I took the microphone and I was explaining to people what I will do, and it was a very emotional moment. But the incredible thing is that Alejandro was watching that in direct, and this event gave to Alejandro
the idea
3 years later, the idea to include my caricature in his video clip. So this is magic.
Oh, and it's, of course, it started in Glasgow, the magic.
Yeah.
Yes.
I started there. Everything starts in Scotland. Come on.
Yes.
Incredible.
That's very true.
And I wait 2 Bam Bam's albums to decide what is the best song with this style.
The best song to do it.
Because in this moment, the Fantasia albums, La Fantasia, the name of the album of this moment from Bam, I can looking for the properly track for this style, you know. And I wait my idea, and I write in my blog notes to wait to the Legado albums. And when I listen the Legado, I listen Bambaneo. Yeah, this is the song for the Esteban.
Oh, that's lovely.
Style. Yeah.
What was the reason behind that then specifically? Was it the lyrics? Was it the fact that they're using the word bambaneo, which I imagine is just what does bambaneo mean?
Yes, Bambaneo. The first thing is Bambaneo is very popular song to everybody dancing. You know, Cuban, foreign, everybody on the world dancing. The song, they are a flavor, you know, to picardía. Tiene la picardía de las caricaturas de Esteban. Y eso es lo que
You're right. You're so right.
Oh,
Yeah.
me motivó.
Nice. Translate that, Craig, because it's very nice.
It's a tricky word. I don't know. I'm not sure how to
Picardía.
It's like,
Sometimes
the minute detail, the spice, basically, of the essence of what Van are.
It's a flavor. It's a.
But it's different in flavor, isn't it? Sometimes it's interesting that words don't have a translation. It's like
a flavor that
it's like picky. It's like picking it.
Spicy.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. And so
the flavor of that.
Yes. Not the flavor exactly. No es exactly the.
No, pero la pica.
Pero bueno, todo lo.
Picardía is this humor with intelligence. You know, the intelligence making a special humor. Sense of humor, but coming from intelligence, from clever and smart person. Pícaro. Fast.
Nice.
Someone who's fast here and he's funny. And he's funny because he is fast here. This is kind of picardía.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Apologies, a new word for me.
Pícaro is the name. And for example, Lele, the Cuban singer, one of the Cuban singers, when in a song, when he speaks about the 3 trombone guy, they say Los Pícaros, you know, funny and
Yeah.
There isn't, Craig, we don't have a word for that, do we? That's a word that we need to.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know.
You can't translate that. You've told us what it means very beautifully, but I can't think of a word that means that. Craig, can you?
I was thinking of like picadillo at first, you know, like a spice. Yeah, I thought that's where it came from. But yeah, I don't know. Someone who's basically, yeah, like clever, like someone who's clever but is able to use that in their sense of humor. I'm not sure we have a word. That's one of many, I guess, where Spanish kind of trumps English in that sense, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Where they have some descriptive words that we don't use.
Another thing that was the reto.
Reto.
Sí, reto.
Reto.
Another thing to manage the
a challenge.
a challenge.
Mm-hmm.
A challenge. Another thing was a challenge to animate this caricature. You know?
Yeah, because they move, don't they? They're not very still on the page. You can see that the funniest thing for me in watching the Bambaneo video was the main singer of Bamban, his caricature is moving and he's smiling.
Voy a hablar español porque esto es está, sí. Y lo especial que yo quise proteger tanto de las caricaturas como de los caracteres de los propios músicos es que no perdiera esa conexión y que la caricatura no, más que fuera un alarde técnico de, mira, está bien animado, no, es que estuviese integrado a el personaje en este caso, de todos los músicos.
Yeah, so the special thing, or the thing that I wanted to protect most about Ernesto's caricatures is that they didn't lose that special connection with the musicians, that although being technically good in an artistic sense, that also they integrated especially with each of the Van musicians themselves.
Y en ese aspecto quiero dar las gracias al equipo de animación, en especial a Jan Alex Castro, que fue la persona que hizo realidad la idea y el sueño que yo empecé a escribir 4 o 5 años atrás, cuando Esteban paró el concierto de los Bambán.
In this aspect, I want to send my thanks to my team who were able to make that animation, or Esteban's animations, a reality. And it was a dream, which I mentioned before, that started 4 or 5 years ago at the concert of Los Bamban, which Esteban stopped to give them the caricatures, and specifically the person is it Jan Castro?
Jan Alex Castro.
Jan Alex Castro, who helped make my dream of using these animations as part of the video a reality.
Jan Alex Castro es de la escuela de el maestro Juan Padrón y tiene esa más que estilo, tiene esa educación y esa escuela que el maestro dejó en el ICAI.
And Juan, who I mentioned before, is he's from the name of the school, sorry, Alejandro? La escuela?
ICAI.
ICAI, or
la escuela de animación del ICAI.
The animation school of ICAI in Cuba. And not only does he have the necessary style, as it were, the style that people have coming out of it, so he also, you can tell he also has that education which people coming out of that school have.
Sorry, I've just realized something very bad of me.
Oh.
I have forgotten to invite, we sent a Zoom to Michelle. Michelle, you're there. I've told Jill to send you a Zoom very quickly so you can join us for about 10 minutes.
All right.
Oh my. Okay, Michelle.
Say hello, Michelle.
Yeah. Vamos a invitarte. I said to Michelle, Ali, I would invite him, and then I've been so busy. I do apologize. Live on Facebook.
Alejandro, that in the video where Esteban's caricatures appear, there's a certain person who's involved in it as well, namely yourself. What was the reason behind putting yourself in front of the camera? Was it just by accident or coincidence?
Because I was not there, I was not in Cuba, and he took my place. And now everyone thinks that he is the caricaturist. And I lost my job, I lost my house, I lost my family because of that. Thank you very much, Alejandro.
Thank you. Thank you, monstro.
No, really.
Do you want to speak a little bit about what it's like, Alejandro, working with Los Bamban, or obviously such a well-known group, not only in Cuba but around the world. What was it like, for example, when you first started working with Los Bamban?
Bueno, cuando yo hice mi primer video con Los Bamban, yo sentí que toqué el Olimpo. Y es un sentimiento que guardo en cada proyecto, que guardo cada día de estar ligado a la orquesta más importante, a la bandera musical de mi país. Y es un compromiso que ya te digo, o sea, siempre creo que estoy tocando el Olimpo cada vez que me enfrento a un trabajo para Los Bamban.
Yeah, for me, the first time that I worked with them, I had the feeling that I was really touching the sky. I was in seventh heaven to be able to work with who are, without doubt, the most important group and the ones, the flag bearers of Cuban music. And it's a sensation and a feeling that I had then that I maintain today, and I regurgitate every day when I'm working in a new project with Van Van.
Y una de las cosas que mantengo y soy muy, estoy siempre atento y soy muy cuidadoso es con el respeto a la historia de esa orquesta. Y otra de las cosas que he logrado en estos 7 años, prácticamente 8, que vengo haciéndole los videos de las últimas producciones, he logrado reunir un equipo de bambaneros como lo soy yo, o sea, con el respeto, con la devoción por esa orquesta, y para mí los profesionales más grandes de la industria en mi país. Por eso le estoy mandando mi agradecimiento por seguirme todos estos años y acompañarme en este camino. Y Esteban, tú también estás en ese...
Yo ya hago parte de tu team, hermano. Voy contigo a la guerra.
Gracias.
A ti.
That was a very Uruguayan thing to say, South American thing to say. I'm with you in battle, I'm with you in the war. Yeah, something that I always maintain is being very attentive and respectful of the group that Van Van are and the importance they have. And in the 7 or 8 years I've worked with them, it's something that I really hold dear. Is the respect that I have for this group, and my devotion to the group, my respect for the group plays out in the professionalism which I use and try to use whenever I'm making a video for them. And not only in myself in making the video, but the team that I employ around me who make the videos for Van Van. I only try and choose basically the people like myself who are devotees of Van Van, who are called Van Vaneros like myself. So when making the videos, I always try and include them, and who are essentially the best producers or the best music video producers that Cuba has.
I just want to say very quickly, I think Arturo, I don't know which, Arturo is saying hello to us all.
Arturo Santana.
No sé si es Arturo Santana o es Arturo Infante, pero las dos quiere decir hola a ellos.
Maybe another thing to ask you, Alejandro, is in your videos, what's the process for you choosing where to film the videos? You know, is it places that you think really represent Havana and the life in Cuba? And for example, I noticed that architecture seems to play a big role, like the typical Cuban building. Is that something? Do you obviously being from Havana yourself, but do you travel around the city looking for new locations, for example, to film the videos?
Sí, una de las cosas que me caracteriza a mí es por defender la imagen Cuba en mis videos, y puede ser esto aún un poco más producto a la, vamos a decirlo, a la lejanía un poco con la isla, porque yo siempre he dicho que nunca me fui, yo solo me alejé un poquito, no más que ese poquito, porque no pudiera vivir, es la realidad. Y con los Bambán logro poner dentro toda esa identidad cubana, que va más allá de los edificios. O sea, una de las cosas que siempre me propongo es insertar caracteres que identifiquen al cubano dentro de esos videos, quizás un poco escapando de los parámetros y los clichés a los cuales estamos siempre expuestos los artistas que nos tilden un público u otro. Y siempre eso, el rescate de nuestra identidad es algo que yo me lo curro bien, como dicen los españoles, y está siempre.
Yeah.
Díselo.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, one of the things that characterises my work, which people tell me about, is for me, it's defending the image of Cuba within my music videos, or what Cuba essentially is. And I myself am a product of the island, and although I live away, I just say that I'm just a little bit outside of the island. I'm not fully away from it. As we say in Glasgow, I'm a wee bit away from the island. And for me, making these Van videos is to really put that identity to the forefront, so that Cubans, when they see the videos, they can see that I've inserted these Cubanisms, as it were, these importances of what it's like, or the essence of being a Cuban person. And it's not just about buildings, it goes further than that. It's about the essence of being Cuban, which I try to insert and inject into my videos. And it's not about rehashing or utilising these cliches that exist about Cuba and about Cuban people. It's showing people the true identity of Cuba and what it means to be Cuban. And for example, some Spanish friends who watch that's something that they've always appreciated of my work, is the ability for me to reflect the kind of essence of being Cuban in my videos with Van Van.
I just want to say very quickly, Ali, it was Arturo Santana.
Ah, ya. Oh, Arturo.
Hola, Santana.
Hola, mi hermanito. Te mando un fuerte abrazo y cuídate mucho, ¿eh? Que te quiero volver a ver, como dice la canción de Havana primera.
Got a question here. What is the next project of Van Van that we could see? I think that's from Arturo. Are you working on a new project with Van Van?
Yes. Van Van en unas semanas estará lanzando su disco por los 50 aniversarios de creación de los Van Van. Y es un disco muy especial que tendrá muchos proyectos, muchos videos. Y bueno, estoy trabajando en un proyecto muy especial que todavía no puedo dar mucha información, pero a todos los bambaneros les digo que esperen algo muy especial y muy grande de los Van Van.
So yeah, in the next few weeks, well, Van Van are preparing a special album for their 50th anniversary, and something very, very extremely special, and that will include a lot of video content. But there's also something else that is going to be extremely special, which I would like to say to my fellow Bambaneros or fans of the group that will come to light very soon, but which, because of my involvement in it, I'm not able to say too much about it. But if I can tell you to hang tight in the near future, you'll hear all about it. Oh, that was from Danny. Sorry, the question.
Oh, Danny. Abrazo, Danny.
How are we doing for time?
Well,
Okay.
we really run out, but it's so good. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to say to everybody, we've got, I mean, the thing is people can see the films whenever, so anybody that wants to see the Cuban legends now, head over now, get yourself prepared, head over now and watch the Elidas Ochoa, followed by Silvio Rodriguez. And then we'll be back for a Q&A with the directors. And please go and get onto Movie Now. For those of you that might have seen them already, we'll just talk another 10 minutes and then
Yes.
stop. Yeah, okay. So anybody that wants to see the films that hasn't seen, that wants to watch them now, go over there onto Movie, watch the films, and we'll be back for a Q&A. And we'll wait a couple of minutes for you at the other end. And you'll be able to, we're recording all these Q&As, so you'll be able to watch them afterwards at any time. Okay, so we're going to do 10 minutes more here, but if you want to catch the films before the Q&A, get over there now.
All right.
So, Esteban,
Más aquí con nosotros.
Esteban, another question for yourself. Having made the caricatures and when you presented them to Los Bamban at the concert, what was it like when you actually received the call or the message from Alejandro that he wanted to include your work in his next video?
I was like him when Los Van Van called him. I was touching the sky.
Yeah.
Because, you know, Los Van Van is my favorite orchestra ever. So imagine that you love Rolling Stones and you will draw for the Rolling Stones. It's the same. I mean, it's more for me. And I will show you and to your people something now. Come with me. Here is my atelier. It's the same word in English, in taller in Spanish.
No, your workspace.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So you will see. I have a kind of, you know, my people here is my team is making videos. So I will bring you to a kind of museum that I have.
Oh, lovely.
Wow. Yes, but don't think that it's my glory, okay? But I will show you something special. This is the way I was dressing when I cut the concert from Los Van Van. I put a very good-looking guy. Hello, guy. So I had this shirt, I had these pants, and I had this. And this is because it's for my YouTube channel. So it's, you know, it's in French. Tenue portée lors de la présentation de. It was in 2016. And
so you've saved that.
Sorry?
You've saved that. Look.
Yes, I save everything. And here you have a very special thing because I am the official caricaturist of Los Van Van. And here you have the diploma and the signature of Samuel Formel. Wow. He was making this in Peru and he sent to me. So you have the caricatures of Los Van Van. And this is certificado. Este documento certifica que el artista Esteban Isnardi es el caricaturista oficial de Los Van Van. So I wanted to share this with you. Beautiful. And now here. So it's I conserve that, of course, because it was an amazing moment, and I have it here for my YouTube channel. So now you know everything. But when Alejandro told me that, it was incredible, amazing. It's one of the top of my artistic career. So this is the thing.
And what is it for you obviously you're from Uruguay. You know that
Yeah.
there's such an important band in Cuba, but they're well known all over the world. What is it for you that makes you love Los Bambans so much?
If I sorry, I didn't. ¿En español me puedes preguntar?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. ¿Cuál es lo que más te gusta del grupo, de su música? ¿Por qué te afecta tanto?
Okay, now I will say the thing. Thank you. You know, I have something special for Cuba. My whole work is with Cuba. I am a Cuban dance instructor for 30 years, and I am traveling the world with that. I write songs for Cuban singers, Robertón de los Bambam, Pedrito Calvo Jr. So I have, and another project. So Cuba was for us, as I said before, out of cameras, I am a political refugee. I came with my parents, so we had to escape dictator. And Cuba was a hope for us, the word Cuba. I have deuda. How do you say a deuda?
A debt.
A debt. I have a debt. And now with my work, I am paying that until my death.
You know, I totally understand that so much, Esteban, the debt.
Mm-hmm.
I understand that completely because the festival started because of the debt that I felt for Cuba.
Right.
So we are brother and sister of debt.
For me, the world owes Cuba a debt because they hold esperanza y luz en sus manos.
Perfect.
Yes, I feel this so profoundly, and I felt it for many years, and it's a beautiful thing. I can't, you know, for you to say that, it's exactly, and you're from Uruguay, and I know must be earlier before, you know, Pepe, and that debt, I feel that we owe Cuba because they suffer a lot from hardship, and they keep the hope alive for all of us.
Yes, light and hope, light and hope.
And the reason that started me and also my friend Hugo Revalta in Cuba and the culture and everything was that feeling of, listen, what do I do? Because I feel my debt to Cuba. And it's, you know, we go there and we have a beautiful time and we leave and we have a life that's, you know, that we have things and people suffer hardship. You know, it's hard, and you can't get things, and there's not enough resources, but they're going on and they're sending, you know, they're sending armies of doctors.
Yes.
And
yes.
so they're sending armies of hope and care and humanism. And which other country in the world does that? So the Havana Glasgow Film Festival is dedicated. It's the debt we owe Cuba to share their hope and their culture and all that's beautiful. And thank you so much for saying that.
Yeah,
And your home, remember, your home for me is a little part of Cuba. When I want to go to Cuba very short, I go to Irene house.
not just for the rum that she has.
No, it's a Cuban coffee.
For a Cuban coffee first.
We drink coffee.
Yes.
And we talk about film.
Yes.
We talk about Cuba. We talk about film. We talk about culture, and we drink coffee.
Yes.
That's it, isn't it? It's that the sensation I had as well, Esteban, when I went to Havana. I was lucky enough to go with Irene last year. Was that the reality that I had, this lucha constante, this constant struggle, that the things that they lack don't mean that they aren't able to produce much more than any country of their size produces. Two of the most important things in the world, which are these medical professionals that are at the top of their game and which provide such a necessary resource to not only Cuba but people around the world, and they've made these advances in medicine, which the world is grateful for. But the flip side of that is also just the the joy that comes from the music production. You know, for me, Cuba is like a conveyor belt of artistry, of music that just brings you. It brings us back to the video, light and hope, isn't it? It makes people, stagnant people, that maybe people like this that maybe don't want to move. Cuba makes them do this. You know, whether it's the salsa, whether it's it doesn't matter. You know, the Cuban music is such an important facet of music around of world music, isn't it? I don't think any other type of world music can hold a candle to the Cuban music and artists like Los Bamba and you know, Buena Vista Social Club have done over the past few decades.
And I'm very conscious that I've so loved this discussion, and I could talk. Yo puedo hablar pero todo el mundo sabe que yo puedo hablar para siempre. I can talk forever. And I have so enjoyed talking to you. And Craig just mentioned Buena Vista. We have the documentary Esteban of Elidas Ochoa on now, and Sylvia Rodriguez.
Okay.
So they are the most, and I'm still crying because but I have to say thank you. I'm so happy to have Alejandro here in Glasgow and Danny here in Glasgow. We just did a little demonstration for cocktails earlier. It's like Ali says he has a little bit of Cuba with me here, and Danny, and I feel I have Cuba here because of Alejandro and Farah. Happy birthday, Farah, and Danny, and here, and also all my people that love Cuba as much as I do, like Fran and, you know, Farah and Jill and all of us, and we're here with our beautiful debt to Cuba. That's not a debt that's heavy.
Yeah, it's just feeling. Yeah.
It's not a debt that's heavy. It's a debt that lifts you. Yeah. And that's the beautiful thing about your debt to Cuba. It's a debt that lifts you. And so thank you, Esteban.
Thank you very much.
We can talk again very soon. Ali, vamos a hablar más sobre eso porque me gusta mucho. I'm saying let's talk more about this because, and thank you for everyone that's here with the festival, and I'll see you very shortly.
And Esteban, before you go, you have your debt to us is that you come back to Glasgow next year.
Of course, really, I want to come back to Glasgow. I want to go again to the Highlands. I felt in love with your people, with your country. I was there just for one little week. I will definitely go back.
Yes, that sounds
come
good.
Back.
I think thank you, everybody. Thank you,
for
Havana Glasgow
watching
Film Festival, to invite, to eat, to enjoy this special evening. My advice is following this program. It's amazing program tonight. Thank you, Irene. Thank you, Esteban. Thank you, Craig.
Thank you, Alejandro. Thank you very much.
I want to dance with you next time you come, please.
Yes, for sure.
Just before we go, sorry, one more thing, if anyone's still tuning in, is that because it's Saturday night, yesterday we had we had a really good kind of last minute thing happen to us where with a club night that I helped run in Glasgow, we were able to operate in conjunction with the Havana Glasgow Film Festival, and we were provided a special mix by a DJ called Frank Yo, who is one of the best DJs and producers in Havana. We shared the link yesterday on the site, and if you go onto the Twitter page, the link is still there. Given it's Saturday night, if you're letting your hair down with a few rums, there's a worse thing you can do than listen to Frank Yo's mix. It's just for an hour, but it just gives you a real taste of what the music scene and electronic music scene and what DJs in Cuba are doing. So I would recommend you listen to it because it's Saturday night. I'm going to do that now.
And if you listen, I just have to say, Ali and Esteban, ¿por qué no viene mañana por la noche for our party?
Sí.
Okay. Yes.
I start walking.
Please.
I start walking now.
Yes. What we're going to do is like, if you get a raffle ticket, we're going to invite you to the party.
Yeah.
No, you don't need to get a raffle ticket. I'll buy you a raffle ticket. I don't think I can send it to Geneva, the prize, but anyway.
Okay, everybody coming.
We're going to have a big party
Tomorrow night.
Right.
We're going to invite everyone. You'll see us all again tomorrow night about 9 o'clock or just after. Okay?
Okay.
You guys.
Thanks,
See
guys.
you tomorrow.
Ciao.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.